with the release of The Incredibles 2, we got to see a short film coming from Pixar. This was the story entitled BAO. In this film, we see this woman that's cooking for her husband before he goes to work, and she is making bao. What is bao? Bao is a type of filled bun or bread-like dumpling in various Chinese cuisines. In this film, we see how the husband rushes eating his bao and then says goodbye to his wife. The woman is almost done with her meal, and as soon as she takes a bite of her last bao, the bao screams, and it has eyes and a mouth. The woman immediately spits out the bao, and the bao grows arms and legs. And throughout this whole short film, we see as the woman takes care of the bao like if it was her own son. And we see as the bao goes through different changes, starting with the growth cycle and how he slowly gains interest in other things. We see how the bao goes through changes like adolescence, and this is shown thanks to the bao's reactions. The bao starts to rebel. Bao wants more privacy and is acting like a teenager, and we can see this because he spends more time on the phone talking with his friends. And we see as he closes the door as soon as the lady opened it. Then we see some images of the bao arriving with a blonde woman that looks American, and we see as the bao says goodbye to the lady with all his stuff because he's moving with his new fiancée. And we see as the bao is about to leave, the lady immediately grabs the bao and tries to force him to stay. Since he kept struggling, she at the end decided to eat the bao. And I'm sure this was pretty disturbing to the kids in the theaters that went to see the movie The Incredibles 2. But why did the lady eat the bao? Well, she was trying to protect the bao from the harms of the world. And what she didn't know is that she ended up pushing him more away, just like it happens with most teens and parents. And we later learn that the bao is actually a metaphoric representation of the lady's actual son. But why represent it in a bao? Believe it or not, a bao is very well interpreted as her son. Why? Because both the bao and the son is something that the lady created with her hands. We then see as the lady is crying on her bed, and her husband appears on the door. She then sits up, and her husband changes to her son. We see as the husband pushes his son to talk with his mother, because obviously she's hurt. She doesn't want to accept the fact that her little boy is all grown up and that he's leaving with her fiancé. We then see them talking, and later we see the son, fiancé, and the mother making more bao, making this activity an activity to join more the family. I honestly can say this short film actually surprised me, as this is one of Pixar's most disturbing short films. But as it is disturbing, it is very realistic and of course shocking. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content. For you the people, this has been All Around.